Good afternoon. Meeting of Health and Human Service will come to order. Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Baker McCormick.
Here.
Commissioner Marecki. Commissioner Anderson.
Here.
Commissioner Colleen.
Here.
Chair Scott.
Present.
You have a quorum present.
Thank you. Next item, please.
B, Chairwoman's remarks.
I have none. Thank you.
C, approval of September 2024 meeting minutes.
Yeah, the internet's back up.
Okay. I need a motion and support for the minutes.
Move to approve the minutes, Madam Chair.
Okay, moved by Commissioner Colleen and supported by Commissioner McCormick. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposes? Hearing none. Next item, please.
D, unfinished business. There is none listed.
Next
Item one, under new business, requesting commission approval of retroactive amendment 1 to a 5-year comparable source contract with 2 one-year options to renew with eClinicalWorks LLC to continue to provide software license application hosting services for the electronic medical record system utilized by the federally qualified health clinics.
Thank you so much. Okay, you want to give
Hi.
us your name?
Sure. Good afternoon, everyone. Dr. Sheth, Division Director for Clinical Care Services. This is a request for a 1-year contract extension on our existing contract with eClinicalWorks, which is our vendor for the electronic health record that supports our clinical services under the Public Health and Clinical Care Services Division, and then also the electronic health record for our federally qualified health centers, Wayne County Healthy Communities. And this 1-year contract extension will allow us to obviously continue providing services and having the vendor support this EHR, but allow us some time to explore other options and make sure that we have the best fit for our work.
Okay, I think you covered that question they were going to ask you, but go ahead.
Yes. So we had some issues with responsiveness with the vendor when we were starting to work on this 1-year extension. And then some of that had to do with, they don't necessarily kind of operate in that kind of 1-year kind of contract extension framework. And so it took a little while to get them along with this and help us execute some of the documents necessary for this contract extension. We got there, so that's good, but it is retroactive because of that. And we hope in this time, then we can kind of look at what are some of the other options out there.
Okay. Thank you for clearing that up. Commissioner McCormick.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So we are retro because they would not respond to your request for change or.
Right. So for this contract extension or modification, there are several things we need from them, including, execution of the contract extension, signing off. And so they were very unresponsive with all of those pieces that were needed to move the process along.
They were unresponsive, but we still want to continue the relationship because we didn't have other potential vendors or.
Yeah, so I think this allows us some time, like, we can't, this is, you all know, and we can't really abruptly stop utilizing an EHR. These services have to continue. And so it was imperative that we still had continued this and get them on board for that as we do the work of really looking at this in a more intentional way to make sure that this vendor is the right fit for us.
Yeah, and I guess the question I'm asking is, did we have a RFP out there before this contract ended?
Mhm.
Because I guess what you're saying, we didn't,
No.
and that's why we're still
Extending this one.
extending. Okay. So is it a reason why we didn't have a request for any proposals before this ended?
I think we were still trying to assess what we should be doing moving forward with an EHR. So, the federally qualified health centers also were going through some leadership changes as well. And so I think with all of that together, and understanding, what we may need maybe different moving forward than what we've had for the last several years with eClinicals, we needed to kind of spend some more time looking into that.
Okay, but we're not stuck with this particular software program or I don't know if it's a program, because I know we had some other issues with transitioning out of other types of software. Is this an issue as well, or no?
No, I mean, I think there's a transitional period for sure that we have to plan for whenever an entity is switching electronic health records. So it's not a quick like on and off switch. So we're going to be very thoughtful about how we do it, but we are able to transition.
Great. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Commissioner Anderson?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just want, along the same lines, maybe when we do look at going out for proposals or that we try to, maybe there's not any provider that's in Michigan, but I would hope we'd keep that in mind to try to get someone that is in Michigan if there is a
May not be local, but I think we can definitely look into it.
that's all. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Commissioner Marecki? Mhm.
I'm just wondering, especially nowadays, what's happened to Wayne County last week and like U of M Health Center, all these places getting hacked. Is that something when you go out to look at these companies, that you're focusing on some of that they're safe with, I mean,
Yeah.
it's getting to the point, I think, where nobody is 100% safe. I mean, if they could do this here, but anyways, that part of, they have to show you what they're doing as far as safety,
Yeah.
as far as keeping the records.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a component. And it's, all the EHRs this is one of their main kind of things they're looking at and building in, and making sure that they have some controls in place. To your point, it is challenging, but still, every EHR needs to have a good tight plan in what their, cybersecurity looks like. And we'll be looking at that when we're looking at vendors for sure.
Because I don't know which health group got hacked and they're still down, I think. I don't know if that was,
McLaren.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's so
I think,
many.
I think,
was it McLaren?
McLaren, I believe Corwell had some issues too recently. Yeah. So,
So, I mean, these are the kind of records that
Yeah.
people do not want out.
Mhm.
So, all right, thank you.
EHR.
electronic health record. Mhm.
Okay. Tim, you okay?
Madam Chair, I'll
Yes.
move approval of item 1.
All right.
you.
Moved by Commissioner Colleen and supported by Commissioner Marecki. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposes? Hearing none, motion carried. Next item, please.
F, such other matters as may be properly submitted before the committee.
Oh, I don't think we have any. Next item,
G, public comments.
is there anyone online?
There are no hands raised on Zoom.
Okay. All right. Anyone in the audience? Anyone in the audience? Hearing none, next item, please.
Adjournment.
So moved by Marecki, supported by Colleen.